Geothermal studies first revealed the inexplicable warmth beneath the Antarctic ice sheets.
Initial temperature readings far exceeded standard geothermal predictions, raising immediate alarm.
These warm rivers flow in patterns too uniform for natural water drainage.
Early expeditions reported strange magnetic anomalies near the polar plateau's hidden interior.
Declassified reports hint at decades of covert observation of the phenomenon. The immense, unforgiving ice conceals secrets we were never meant to find.
The sheer volume of warm water suggests an enormous, constant, and active heat source.
Some surface features suggest controlled access points, or perhaps massive exhaust vents. Investigative teams deployed to drill through miles of ancient ice to reach the water.
The journey downward was a plunge into an unexplored and frozen subterranean world.
Specialized submersible probes were the only eyes capable of exploring the darkness below. Sonar mapping confirmed the presence of distinct, well-defined subglacial river channels.
Temperature readings in the water were astonishingly high, defying all conventional geology.
The water was not only warm, but flowing with powerful and organized currents.
Warm water paths precisely coincided with powerful and localized magnetic anomalies.
The instruments detected enormous electromagnetic energy emanating from the river systems.
The Soviets, too, logged inexplicable thermal activity in the high-secrecy Vostok region.
The channel walls showed unnatural smoothness, suggesting a deliberate, controlled formation.
Subsequent government projects were initiated to understand, or perhaps exploit, this energy.
Ice core samples retrieved nearby contain mineral deposits unfamiliar to Antarctic geology.
Then, the probes began to register signs of something metallic, something non-natural. A brief, undeniable glimpse of reflective, structured material partially submerged. The structure exhibits precise geometric patterns inconsistent with any known natural formation.
Infrared scans revealed that the metallic structure itself was radiating immense internal heat.
Localized radiation spikes and electrical surges became a frequent, dangerous complication. The flowing water held not just structures, but complex, unknown, and silent machinery.
Biochemical analysis of the water revealed organic compounds alien to Earth's known ecosystems.
Magnetic field trackers occasionally register large, rapidly moving objects within the deep rivers.
On the surface, researchers reported unexplainable compass rotations and navigational errors.
Equipment repeatedly failed upon approaching the most intense energy signatures, a clear defense mechanism.
High-resolution sonar finally pierced the murky water, revealing a vast, submerged structure.
The sheer scale suggests a capacity for construction far beyond current human ability.
This precise area has been designated a global no-fly zone for over 50 years, under various pretexts.
The wall's composition is an unknown titanium alloy, perfectly resistant to the icy environment.
Satellite thermal data, analyzed over decades, suggests the entire structure is subtly mobile.
Experts identified mathematical constants within the structure's design, possibly a language.
Deep within the river, the probe encountered a colossal light source, pulsing with unnatural rhythm.
The light's spectrographic signature did not match any known celestial body or terrestrial source. The warm water acts as a massive energy transfer fluid, carrying immense thermal power.
Witness testimony from the late 1960s described aerial phenomena descending into the exclusion zone.
Localized visual distortions were consistently observed, suggesting a powerful, constant energy field.
Recovered debris shows evidence of highly focused thermal or particle beam interaction.
Acoustic monitoring detected complex, rhythmic sonic patterns emanating from the deep structures. The warm rivers function as an immense internal circulatory system for a hidden infrastructure. Declassified satellite imagery has consistently tracked large underwater disturbances near the structures.
One theory suggests the energy source is a massive, controlled nuclear fusion reaction.
Or perhaps an entirely unknown form of advanced energy generation, possibly alien technology.
Tiny, metallic spheres, potentially autonomous maintenance drones, navigate the warm currents.
Unusual mineral crystals found only near the structures amplify and focus electromagnetic fields.
Rare, decades-old surveillance footage hints at rapid, unidentified sub-ice movements.
Seismic data suggests large, empty cavern systems deliberately excavated deep beneath the bedrock. In some sections, the structure itself appears to be subtly expanding, a sign of constant activity.
Researchers have attempted to reverse engineer the energy emissions, finding an incredibly complex system.
If harnessed, the energy potential beneath the ice could power the entire planet many times over.
The sheer scale of this operation demands a level of resources beyond any known nation or cartel.
A single, controversial image allegedly shows non-human figures near a thermal outflow vent.
The roof of the cavern is perfectly flat and polished, suggesting enormous thermal boring equipment.
Deep seismic analysis confirms non-random, periodic vibrations, suggesting a massive engine cycle. Access to the most profound secrets is swiftly and violently denied by an unknown force. The world above the ice remains oblivious to the profound technological mystery beneath their feet.
The global response shifted from investigation to an intense, coordinated cover-up effort.
Military operations were disguised as routine scientific resupply missions for decades.
The unfamiliar minerals themselves appear to be artificially processed or constructed at a micro level.
The water currents are sometimes rapidly manipulated, suggesting intentional channel control.
The heat output itself cycles on a precise, non-natural 23-hour, 30-minute schedule.
Naval vessels were repeatedly ordered to retreat from the coast, citing unforeseen weather conditions.
Researchers who spoke out were discredited, their careers destroyed, or simply disappeared.
The geometric forms defy human architectural understanding, suggesting a higher dimensional engineering.
Whatever moves beneath the ice is capable of speeds and maneuvers impossible for human vessels.
Some analysts believe the sonic patterns are a form of deep-frequency, broadcast communication.
Sporadic visual sightings of faint, moving lights occur high up on the most remote ice ridges. The most plausible, yet most suppressed theory involves non-terrestrial technology. Other research suggests the energy is natural geothermal power, but amplified to impossible levels. The metallic debris carries a faint, continuous electrical charge, even after weeks in storage.
The molecular lattice of the unknown metal is perfectly arranged, indicating zero manufacturing defects. New, smaller thermal anomalies appear and disappear rapidly, suggesting localized, temporary power vents.
Evidence is immediately collected, quarantined, and secured by non-civilian agencies.
The total energy output is comparable to a small stellar core, contained just miles beneath the surface.
The small scientific footprint remains utterly dwarfed by the enormity of the hidden operation. The flow pattern is too complex, too efficient to be anything but deliberately designed for a purpose.
Unfamiliar mineral crystals grow only along the warm water channels, harvesting the immense energy.
Initial deep drilling attempts were abruptly terminated by a higher authority, never publicly explained. At least one massive, symmetrical heat plume regularly vents energy far up into the ice sheet.
The sheer volume of excavated ice and rock remains unaccounted for in any global inventory.
Above the main channel, smaller illuminated tunnels distribute the heat and power like a nervous system. One perfectly spherical object was briefly scanned, reflecting no acoustic energy, then vanished. The phenomenon actively resists human scrutiny, defending its secrecy with powerful energy bursts.
Some investigators believe the source of the power is not merely a machine, but an intelligence.
The warm rivers of Antarctica mirror the fundamental energy systems of life itself. Circulation.
Antarctica remains the most unexplored frontier, holding a secret of unparalleled global consequence. Internal memos confirm that any unauthorized deep investigation is now considered an act of hostility.
The evidence of hasty retreat is clear. Research teams left equipment and never returned.
The technology represents a complete energy solution, making fossil fuels instantly obsolete.
Numerous reports detail unconventional aerial vehicles operating in and out of the region's ice shelf.
Some climatologists now suggest a possible link between the energy output and global climate disruption. The water itself is chemically and structurally altered by the immense, ongoing energy transfer.
Recovered subglacial ice shows perfectly carved right angles, impossible by natural ice fracture. Localized electrical discharges briefly illuminate the surrounding ice, a raw display of power.
Analysis of the metallic structures suggested an astronomical point of origin far from our solar system. Early explorers documented massive, smooth ice walls that seemed to stretch infinitely under the ice.
One probe briefly accessed a small opening, revealing a glimpse into the internal mechanisms.
The interior image was a complex, rapidly flashing sequence of geometric symbols and brilliant light. The subsequent energy discharge caused multiple pieces of surface equipment to simultaneously malfunction. Even seemingly inert rock samples taken nearby exhibit a faint, persistent electromagnetic charge. The immense energy is not wasted, but precisely channeled to key, strategic geological locations.
Unexplained, violent ice calving events occur frequently near the most active energy outflow points.
The full scope of the subglacial activity remains one of the world's most guarded intelligence secrets. Those who know the truth are bound by oaths, fear, and the sheer disbelief of the outside world.
This technology suggests an advanced civilization operating at a planetary infrastructure level.
The temperatures encountered are capable of melting and warping even the most hardened drilling materials. The surface of the ice, in certain areas, has been super polished by the underlying thermal activity.
We are left only with fragments, a trail of discarded evidence, and countless unanswered questions.
The warm rivers beneath Antarctica, an immense, active, power-generating circuit board hidden from the world. The undeniable proof of a hidden technology, an unnatural presence, remains locked in scientific vaults.
Even the sky above the continent seems to react to the energy generated deep within the ice. Humanity retreats, leaving the true power of the Deep South to its silent, active, and unknown inhabitants.
The silence of the vast ice is an illusion,